Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here with Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, and I'm here with Jonathan in Oklahoma at the eBay to Amazon Mastermind. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this is my first time meeting John in in real life. John has been doing eBay to Amazon for how long now exactly?
I would say about 8 months.
8 months, and in the last 30 days, you said you've done with eBay to Amazon 100,000 in sales.
A little bit over 100,000 in sales at 25% gross profit.
Wow. That's really cool, man. So that's about $25,000. And so that's just eBay to Amazon.
Just eBay to Amazon, that's 100% of what we're doing with the FBA.
And let me ask you, because people are gonna be like, whoa, that's exciting. Did you come from like the thrifting world, or did you just go through my master class and maybe you were doing OA before and you just, like, how did you figure this crazy world out? Because I just stumbled upon it 2 years ago.
So I started the FBA in 2021.
Yep.
And I had mixed results. I did OA, I got into shoes and apparel.
The Nike and all that.
Yes. I follow, other gurus who, show me how to do the FBA, but I realized that it wasn't really that profitable. So I started looking around, and then I found your videos, and it started to really resonated with me. The message you had, the strategy, right? The E to A really makes sense.
Yeah.
So we started doing it, and now our results are just amazing, and we're just so thankful for your strategy and your course.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And the cool thing about Jonathan, it's so funny. I was telling Jonathan, like, I'm walking around, we're at the eBay to Amazon Mastermind right now, so we got about 20, 25 people, and it's like everywhere I go, I hear like, Jonathan. People are talking about you, man, because Jonathan's special. Like, he's been doing this for 8 months. He's giving me a lot of credit, but I'll tell you right now, I give him a lot of credit because this guy is a master at, how do I say it, being resourceful. Like, you have a big team of virtual assistants, right?
Yes. So right now we have 12 people who are focusing just on the E to A, and we plan to scale, right?
Yeah.
Later this year and next year. So we're just really, really excited about the opportunities with E to A, and just can't wait to see what we can do with this business.
So you have 12 VAs. So what do? They do what? Sourcing? Pricing?
Purchasing, customer service, account health, inventory management, finances, everything. Just managing the whole store. So I don't have to do any of the work. So that's the nice thing. It's pretty much outsourced to my team.
And that's what I love about online arbitrage in general. I mean, the same with wholesale, OA, E2A. You can really outsource a lot of the business. Now, what was the reason you got stuck to eBay to Amazon? Because, again, a lot of people are doing the shoes, they're doing the wholesale. And these are all great methods, but what was the one thing that was like, ooh, I wanna go crazy with eBay to Amazon?
I just like the idea of just focusing on one supplier, eBay, to get all your products. Because what we were doing before, we're buying from Walmart, from Kohl's, from all these different suppliers, and we had canceled orders. It was just a real mess.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with so many different suppliers, and all that effort didn't really produce the profits that we were expecting.
Yeah.
And that's why eBay is so attractive to us,
Yeah.
as a supplier.
Yeah. Well, now, what would you say, Jonathan? Because, I get this all the time, and people say, well, you're going to get kicked off. You're going to get suspended. If you get one counterfeit or one IP, your account's gone. It's funny. You said you're planning to scale. You're already at 100,000 a month, but this guy comes from a long line of business and other opportunities. So for you, scale is much higher than this. But what would you say to the folks, and even myself, because I'd be lying if I didn't tell you, like, sometimes I was concerned because I don't have invoices. Like, what's your honest thoughts, unbiased, when people think about E2A and think, I'm going to get kicked off, I'm going to get suspended? Because it is somewhat of a gray area.
Right. So I would say most people don't need to be concerned about getting suspended on Amazon. It's rare that it will happen. That was my concern too when I started using eBay, because we don't have invoices. But in the last 8 months of doing it and talking with other people who are doing the same thing, we just don't have any issues, right? So I think the the concern, while it's warranted, I think it might be, you know, maybe overrated. You know, I don't think it's going to happen that often. And if it does, you know, there are ways to, you know, get those IP complaints removed. So I say, don't worry about those. Just focus on growing your business. Just focus on, you know, learning the process. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you do have to be careful, check and keep, making sure the store, the brand isn't on the listing, checking for those keep it drops, IP alert. I'm sure you and your team use all of those.
Yes. So purchasing right will solve a lot of problems, right? So having the right strategy, you know, doing it correctly, not sourcing sketchy items, that helps a lot.
Yeah. So there's one thing I like to do, and we're a little short in time here. Jonathan's actually flying out, and before he left, I was like, I got to get you. I want to share your story because this guy, I can't wait to interview you, man, in like 6 to 12 months or get someone on your team. I want to meet some of your VAs.
Great.
I've heard great things. By the way, if John's VAs are watching right now, hello, he's had a lot of great things to say about you guys. So, but what I was going to ask you was like, I guess, where do you want to be in a year from now if we do connect again? Where do you want to take your business?
So my goal by end of 2024 is to do 300,000 in sales with E2A with multiple stores.
Per year or per month?
Per month.
Yeah.
Per month. Per month. So 300,000, and it's possible because I can see, you know, it's really scalable, it's sustainable, and extremely profitable, and that's why I like it, and that's why I'm all in.
Me too, man. I love the margins. And you know what I love about it too? I love that everybody thinks it's, not everybody, but people think like, oh, you're going to get kicked off. You're going to, like, so everybody's flocking to sneakers. Everybody's flocking to, you know, the traditional OA with the lower margins and the competition and the price. Did you deal with a lot of price tanking with traditional OA?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was just a killer for us. And we just didn't see how it was sustainable, you know, just taking losses on so many of our ASINs.
Yeah, yeah. So what final words would you say to folks, Jonathan, who maybe they're thrifting, they're thinking about getting into eBay to Amazon, or maybe they're on the fence, they're struggling with margins, they want to scale, they want to work from home? Like, any advice you would give, unbiased, the good, the bad, any thoughts for folks who are thinking about doing this?
Yes. So number one, learn from the experts like Steve. Take his course, watch his YouTube videos.
I didn't pay him
consume his content because he really knows what he's talking about, and he really cares for the people, right? So it shows, and I see it here, meeting him in person. Okay. Number two, take action. I see so many people who also discover E2A, but you know, they just don't take the action. They're not a doer, right? They just think about it, but they're not doing it, right? So, and number three, just focus, right? Just don't get this shiny object syndrome, you know, looking for new strategies, new e-commerce, you know, opportunities, doing different businesses. This works. I know. I've been in e-commerce for many, many years.
How many years in total?
Since 2016. So I have not seen anything this good. So this method actually works, and I'm just so happy. But you need to focus. And lastly, just don't give up. You know, things will be hard. Things will be challenging. You're going to run into issues. You know, things will not work out as you expect. But if you keep doing it day in and day out, that consistency, that commitment to not giving up, you know, just learning, improving, and just growing slowly, slow and steady. That is the key, you know, and this will work. You know, if you do the work, it will work. And just have fun along the way too, right? This is, yes, it's a business, but if you don't enjoy what you're doing, then it becomes work. So this is one of the greatest opportunities in e-commerce, the E2A, and Steve has the right strategy and just the right teaching on how to do this properly and how to be successful. So I'm very, very thankful for Steve.
Well, wow, man, I got chills right now. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Thanks,
I appreciate that. That wasn't a paid testimonial. I'll slide you a 20. No, Man, just super blessed to have you here. Everybody really loved having you here. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming on the panel discussion. Thanks for sharing your journey. And hopefully this inspires other people. And again, get around other people, focus, work hard, don't give up. Anything good is going to take hard times, challenges. Like sometimes you're going to want to quit and give up, but focus. Don't jump from ship to ship, shiny object to shiny object. Stick with it and everything will work out for the best for you. So with that being said, much love. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.